Wednesday is my co-conspirator tonight. We are building a solar roller. It's an idea that Corey and I had. This is going to contain it. This is my grandpa Jack Adair's Korean War footlocker. He used it as a footlocker, but actually originally this was a signal corps aircraft transit case for electronics. Probably some sort of radio equipment or radar equipment. It had a passive dehumidification and pressure regulation system. So this tube here connects to that, and there was a screened hole on the outside. There still is. And then there is a silica gel desiccant cylinder right here. So as the pressure naturally changed outside the box, air would flow in or out through this system, and the air was forced to travel through this tube and through the silica gel desiccant cylinder. I'm actually removing the cylinder mounts and all of this hardware now because this will become the box for the Kean solar roller. I'm gonna bolt it to that hand truck there, and I'm gonna put 12-volt batteries, a charge controller, and a regulator, and probably a small 12-volt fan for cooling. And then I'm going to mount, oh, sorry, cat. I'm gonna mount a solar panel on the lid, with the idea being that we're doing rotational grazing in the pasture, right? Which requires electric fences. Electric fences require 12-volt batteries and charge controllers, or energizers. I'd forgotten what they were called. Electric fences require energizers, which takes the power from the 12-volt battery and sends it in controlled bursts through the fence. Running those batteries back and forth and charging them in the house is a huge pain in the ass. So I'm going to build my own system here with 12-volt batteries, the fence energizer, a charge controller, a regulator, and a 12-volt fan, all in this box, with the solar panel mounted to the lid, and then the whole box mounted on the hand truck. So I'll be able to pick up the hand truck, wheel it around in the pasture, and then just stick the alligator clips onto whatever electric fence I want to charge. And this will be a completely self-contained system. That's the idea. Right? All right, the box is clean, the hardware is all cleaned out, the casters have been taken off the bottom. We're gonna center the hand truck on the box using this little nubbin on the bottom. And then we're going to rivet conduit clamps around the hand truck, and just permanently affix it to the bottom of the box. Step one. All right. That took way longer than it should have, but here we are with the shell. I had to replace a chain, one of the lid retention chains. This thing is permanently attached to the hand truck with steel rivets. So here's how it's gonna work. Look at that. So I will essentially cock it back and take it wherever I want in the pasture, and then set it down in go-kart mode. Lift the lid. All of my electric fence, battery, and charging apparatus will be inside the box. Protected from the weather and kept cool with a fan. There will be a solar panel right on top of the lid. I know I went through all this, but for me that was 2 hours ago. Yeah, great. All right, here's what we've got in the box so far. We've got our 12-volt battery connected to the charge controller. I've got the fence energizer. I added a little box that is affixed to the wall where we can keep extra parts and manuals and a work light. So if I have to go out there and do anything in here at night and I don't have a headlamp, I've got a very bright work light, and that work light charges off the charge controller. I have also got a battery fault alarm. I don't know how loud it is, but we'll test it. I also ordered a PC fan that I'm gonna mount up here because the solar panel will overlap about 6 inches on the top, and that will provide a little awning to keep the rain out of my fan. And the fan that I got also plugs into the USB port on the charge controller, and it automatically turns itself on at 100 degrees and turns itself back off at 85. So it's pretty self-contained. And I've got enough room here in the middle that should I decide or need to stack up to 2 more batteries, I can. Maybe I'll put a disco ball in that corner. Little scrolling marquee with inspirational quotes over here. Who knows? The solar panel, I'm actually putting the mounts on it right now, so I will show it to you when I get it on there. That's how I mounted the solar panel. It's flush on the bottom so that I could stand this upright if I needed to. I don't foresee the need to, but if I needed to, I could without damaging the panel. It overhangs about 1 inch on each side. And then it overhangs a good 6 inches here on the top, which is why I will put the PC fan here under this little awning. And it does not interfere at all with the handle. And even with the extra weight of the panel on the lid, the box is still heavy enough. It does not tip. That's it. So this is usable in its current condition now. I'm probably gonna go ahead and deploy it, and then when the fan comes in, I'll make an ending to the video of me installing the fan. I can't think of anything else this needs. Maybe a little toolkit right here with some wire strippers and screwdrivers and things so I could do field repairs. That would be cool. Yeah, otherwise this is it. The Kean solar roller. It's late now. This is the second long day I've put in on this, so we'll get it out in the field tomorrow, try it out. Just a couple of more things I wanted to say and point out. First off, in rewatching this video, I realized how loud I breathe. I've gotten my broken septum fixed, but I still breathe like a cow. It's really annoying. I added a pipe cap here as a non-conductive place to clip the alligator clips when removing it, because they will remain hot when I disconnect it from the fence. And I don't want them banging into one another and sparking, or hitting my leg and shocking me, or sparking off the metal case. So I just wanted somewhere convenient to clip them that was non-conductive, and I happen to have this PVC cap. I drilled a little rain drain hole right there, and that'll be just a convenient place to stick them. And then where these wires come out, I actually ordered a weatherproof gland, a wire gland, which is an oddly biological name. It's really just a foam insulated all-weather port. So a wire port here, and a twin port on this side where the 2 solar panel power input wires will go in the back. And I'm putting them in the back because when I open the lid, I don't want the wires to have to move in and out. And if they're connected back here, then they won't really, the distance that they travel won't change. So they'll go in back here. Power output wires on this side, both will have matching ports, glands. Oh, also, there was yeah, it's right here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a serial number there that says Bendix Freeze, and then a number. And I Googled that. Lo and behold, it gave me the history of this box. This box was actually for Bendix Freeze ML122 barograph, which was meteorological equipment. It was military weather forecasting equipment from the Korean War. So that's what was in this box originally. An ML122 barograph. Pretty cool. The Kean solar roller is deployed. All the systems check out. Solar panel is feeding the battery, battery is feeding the charger. The fence is electrified, I know because I touched it. I did think of one more additional thing I might add to this, and that is a little PVC pipe along the side that I can put the grounding rods in when I pull them up, so that we can move the grounding rods along with the solar roller. I'll make an addendum video if I do that.